What's up, everybody? It's King of the Bootleggers Trivia Night. Thanks to our friends at George, Remus, and the King of the Bootleggers team. They bring the questions strong. We've got a great guest we'll tell you about in just a moment. My friend Matt Longerville's here. He's from Barkeep here in St. Louis. He's a bundle of energy, people. Look out. My name's Chris Demon. I host a show called We Are Live. We're very excited to be here on a Thursday. It's our new time. We're going to be doing this Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central tonight. We are focusing on San Antonio, Texas. We're going to show you some great cocktail videos, highlight some nightlife, and we have a very fun comic we'll talk to in just a moment. She's from Texas, lives down there, and is working hard to keep people entertained while the pandemic is happening. But I wanted to say real quick, we say some opinions on this thing. Maybe Matt says something. He disputes a Remus story. Maybe I say something. Those are our opinions. Our guest has an opinion. She is allowed to say that. But they represent us, not MGP Products or George Remus. If you're under 21, skedaddle, hit share, let your aunt see it. It's Facebook. You know that's going to happen. Tonight, we're going to highlight, again, some San Antonio cocktail videos. But let's say hello to our wonderful guest, Monna. Monna joining, and
Hi.
wow, what a pleasure. How are you, Monna? Great to see you.
It's nice to be here. Thank you for hanging out with me in my craft room.
Oh my gosh, what are you working on?
Mania, mostly. I've got a bunch of crocheted blankets. I like to call my quarantine blues blanket.
Well,
Fresh in every stitch.
I have no doubt that they're lovely projects that you've been working on. Monna, this is my friend Matt Longaville. He's got a business called Barkeep here in St. Louis. Maybe one of your quilts can get him more excited than doing some Remus trivia. Is what? Oh no. What's going on?
I'm pumped to be here, dude.
No, you are. You are. Pat is gone, but Pat will be here in spirit this evening. Our producer, Matt, will make sure Pat is a part of the show throughout. We do this each and every week. And if you could, in the comments, be sure to comment, share, have a good time. We're going to give away some great prizes throughout the show. And also follow the Facebook page. We do this every week. Lots of cool giveaways, lots of cool trivia throughout the week. Monna, I'm curious, you're in Texas. I've seen a lot of national comics coming through Texas. I'm sure you've gotten some work in. How is quarantine life for a comedian in Texas right now?
It's not that different than what it was before. Like when everything shut down in March, people were losing their minds and Facebook turned into like an AOL chat room. Like random people would just try to call me during the day. And I'm like, no. This is not that different for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to any of you. That's not changed. Yeah, I was at the Addison Improv for the first show that they did when everything was like starting to reopen, which we now know was a mistake.
I'm not here to bash Texas. I'm celebrating Texas tonight.
I love Texas. I'm from Indiana. I love Texas. I've been here for 6 years.
Yeah, and it's certainly it's a great place, and it is tough. So hopefully the new shutdowns will kind of recorrect things. Are there still comics coming through the clubs in your area still?
I don't know how much comics are traveling. So the clubs have mostly been elevating local comics, which is good, and like putting on showcases for local people. I run Claws Out Comedy. And so I was working with a venue in Richardson, actually, and we were taking the social distancing very seriously. And so anything that I was running, everybody had individual mics that were sanitized. And the handshake is dead now. Isn't that exciting?
We're going to fake like we're high-fiving, not actually high-fiving. You can't see. They're not touching. Okay, there it is.
So things are changing, but if anything, people are being more hygienic and actually taking it seriously, which I hope continues.
In the comedy world, that's needed. You know,
it really is.
We produce shows ourselves. Like stop touching each other.
There would always be dirty old men talking about how gross they are, and I'd be like, I'm so happy to shake your hand, sir. Thank you for the honor for me to host this open mic for you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really
I'm okay with that being gone.
A big moment in your life, of course. Real quick, we've got Monna on. If you're in the Texas area, you can go see Claws Out Comedy, support her. I'm sure there's some online shows coming up that she would love you to be part of. Have you jumped in on straight stand-up shows on Zoom or anything? I've witnessed a few, and you know, it's like, guys, just do a podcast. Like,
which is what I'm working on. I will work on doing a Claws Out Comedy podcast. I did one show in April that was pretty cool. It was a weird experience because I was supposed to be working for this Vulgarity for Charity event, which is the charity that I'm a part of that provides financial assistance to those who have been left behind by loved ones who committed suicide. Wow. And the whole thing is that you can be as dirty or vulgar as you need to be, like just get the feeling behind the word, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And instead of doing that show, I ended up doing an online clean corporate show for a bunch of real estate agents. Who at the end of the show all offered to help me move.
Oh, how kind of them.
How sweet. I was like, no, the jokes about me living in the hood are fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
That wasn't my intention.
I am. That's one of the things about, especially right now, that if the opportunity is there, you're just gonna have to take it, right? Even if things get switched up last second. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna get into producing the online shows because I think so much of stand-up is people.
We produce stand-up shows ourselves, and it's one of those things where it's like roasts are fun. We can do roasts online. That's great. You pick a topic, go for it. But yeah, the stand-up stuff, like just the joke, there's too much. Like, it's an experience you need to see live.
I can't say where my weed smoker's at and then wait for the internet lag.
Right. That's
to find
tough.
Where all my couples are at in the audience.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What do you do, sir?
Oh, you're a real estate agent. Like everyone in this chat room. Wonderful.
Thank you for tagging your business, all of you. Real quick, before we jump into our trivia questions, Matt, you've been working hard here in St. Louis. You got Barkeep, STL, US, all that good stuff. Give us an update on the Silver Lining cocktails that you've been scooting around the city.
We actually rolled out boozy popsicle delivery. Today.
All right, Monna. I brought you on to be the talent and kind of show us a few things and make us laugh. You seriously gonna show us up like that? Really? You got boozy popsicles?
Yeah, boozy
delivered.
Popsicles.
Right.
Yeah.
You delivered to Texas?
We can probably throw some in dry ice and ship them. We can give it a shot.
Okay. Let's work it out.
I'd try. I mean, I'll try anything twice.
Twice to be sure.
Yes,
yeah,
you gotta make sure.
That's why I dropped out of college twice.
Yes.
You too?
I think I dropped out of 2 colleges as well.
Yeah, right. Where you're just like, I transferred. You
stopped going to classes at one, gave it a shot at another.
That's how it goes.
Didn't work out.
Boozy popsicles. That's exciting.
It's kind of stressful. We're charging like $30 for a 6-pack of boozy popsicles, but it's like a full cocktail. So I'm like texting people like, "You're home, right? You're gonna meet me at the door? Like these need to get in the freezer right away until you're ready to enjoy them."
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, dude, we're here. Calm down." Like, I just want you to be happy. That's all. I'm here to make people happy. That's all I want.
Maybe that's what the guys were doing to Monna in the middle of the day. They were Facebook calling her because they had a boozy popsicle delivery. That's what we're dealing with here.
Doubt it.
So we do a little bit of trivia here, and we celebrate the wild man that was George Remus, and Texas certainly has Prohibition roots. Matt, the producer, how are you, Matt?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm better now. I don't know if we've got any Pat love we need to show before this or after. Oh, hey, it's Pat. Hey, who is that? I'm wearing that shirt. Look at that. If you guys want to support the USBG, you can get this shirt that I'm wearing that you just saw Pat show off as he walked by. Just go to buyjack.com/WAL. Every bit of the shirt money purchase goes to the United States Bartender Guild. Be sure to get a shirt. And thanks to our friends at King of the Bootleggers Trivia for making that happen. Monna, we're going to jump into some trivia. We ask that the members of the audience answer in the questions or in the comments, Again, people can win some gift cards, spend them how you please. We do that every week. Matt, what's our first question?
San Antonio is part of the Texas Triangle. What geometric name did Remus give his operation? Is it A, the Remus Rhombus?
Perfect.
B, the Circle? Or C, the Cincinnati Square?
All right, answer in the comments, A, B, or C. Remus Rhombus, the Circle. If it's not Remus Rhombus, I'm really upset. C, Cincinnati Square. All right. Monna's our guest, so we're going to let her go first. And feel free to let us know why you're choosing the answer.
Do I get to guess?
Let's kick off. Yeah, let's see it.
Oh. C.
That's good. That's good.
that was always my go-to. Is always C.
Yes, exactly. At our 8 colleges between the 3 of us.
Statistically, I'll be right at some point.
That it always pays off. I promise. Matt, what about you?
The correct answer is B, the circle. It's technically the King's Circle, as a matter of fact.
Well, which you can join. Go to George Remus' website, Facebook page for more information on the King's Circle. I'm going Remus Rhombus because I'm not a filthy cheater. No one answers and whatnot. Let us know in the comments if you know. Matt, what is the answer?
The answer indeed is B, the Circle. George Remus called his bootlegging operation the Circle, which is why George Remus Bourbon calls its loyalty club the King's Circle. And as Chris mentioned,
that was going to be my third guess.
It's never the answer you want it to be, though.
No, it's not. I'm not doing another minute of the show until the George Remus team gets me a Remus Rhombus jersey. I want a jersey that says Remus Rhombus on it. What were you saying, Matt?
Fun fact that if you do join the Circle, apparently there is a mystery gift that will show up along with your membership.
I'm into mystery gifts. Maybe Matt will deliver it. Call people a bunch. Real quick, we've got cocktail videos to get to. Let's do one more question before we see our first cocktail video, Matt. What do you say?
Remus was in the whiskey business, and Remus was the biggest man in the business. Cincinnati was the American mecca for good liquor, and America had to come to Remus to get it. Who said this? Was it A, Andrew Volstead, B, Calvin Coolidge, or C, the king himself, George Remus?
Answer in the comments if you think you know. Remus is a big third-person guy, so I like that. And Matt's giggling, so I'm guessing we already all know the answer. I'm going to go with Remus for my answer. What about you, Monna?
I'm going C.
Yeah. As you do.
It's my way. I'm on brand.
I'm going to go with Remus as well.
Okay. Anybody commenting on that, Matt, that we need to know about?
Hold on one moment. Let me take a gander here. Not quite got anything loaded up yet. Mike Meltzer did say Volstead, but there's still some trickling in.
Nice. Okay, well, I think it is Remus. The guy talked in third person. If it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. What do we have for our answer, Matt?
The answer is indeed C, George Remus, who often spoke in the third person, and why wouldn't he? He's the king.
That's true. Monna, we did it. Damn it.
I feel like I've had too much heavy medication to refer to myself in the third person ever.
That could be trouble.
I know. It's just going to be a red flag.
Yeah. As far as performing and producing, I am curious too, because I know what happens here in St. Louis. I'm trying to phrase this correctly. What is your least favorite part about other people that do the same thing you do? As far as comedians, what's your least favorite part being a producer of shows about your fellow comics?
I think the most frustrating thing in this industry, which y'all can feel free to agree or disagree, is that the people who are really bad think they're really good. And the people who are really good think that they're really bad.
You know what? I think that could be applied to several different industries, not just comedy entertainment, but it is. But it is
the
tough.
Entitlement of people who are really bad, who will get up on stage one time and be like, I got t-shirts, you want them? And then people who are really good, who people after the show will be like, oh my God, do you have a CD? They're like, oh my God, you want to talk to me?
Right. They're like,
there's not a lot of middle ground with comics.
No, that's a really, really good observation or a point to be made, because it is definitely a very strange part of how you all operate, for sure. It's real hot or real cold.
It's bizarre narcissism. It's everybody pay attention to me while I talk about how insecure I am.
Oh my gosh, Monna spitting truths here on King of the Bootleggers. Again, we're doing this every Thursday. Hopefully some people have some really fun 4th of July plans, big weekend ahead. I don't know what the best course of action is. Is it just hanging out, drinking some Remus at home, watching fireworks on YouTube? Are people doing public things still? Let us know in the comments if you're doing anything fun, and we'll read those in just a bit. Monna, we're going to show our first cocktail from lovely San Antonio, Texas. Let's check them out. Matt, hit it.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome, my name is Corey Farmer, and today we're going to talk about the Without a Trace, featuring George Remus. First, we're going to start out with 2 ounces. Then a half ounce of Amaro No Nino. Half ounce of Texas honey. And a half ounce of fresh lemon juice to brighten it up. It's going to be a stirred cocktail. It's going to be a signature from 1919. It's going to be a riff on a Gold Rush with some herbaceous notes. A little more brightness in the back end for sure. And just want to make a point to say, I hope everybody out there is doing all right. We've been staying indoors for quite a while at this point. Hope everybody's staying safe. This cocktail calls for a flamed absinthe rinse. Cheers. Enjoy.
Cheers indeed. Wow.
That's
Abby,
gorgeous.
Look at this. Look what came in. Do you drink a lot of, I don't know. Do you drink, Monna?
I don't anymore, but I put my hours in.
Okay. During your
I do not drink liquor anymore.
During your hours put in, there's nothing wrong with clocking out. During your hours put in, how many flamed drinks did you take down?
A couple, actually.
You had to think about it. That's great.
I think 3.
Not bad.
But it was all in one night.
Make that one again.
Yeah. So
my fingers hurt. Please no.
Like
I think it's the richest place I may have ever performed. It's there's a spot in Frisco where the Dallas Cowboys practice, and they had an open bar for the comics that were there, and I was like, did you just light a flower on fire and put it in my drink? Can you do it again?
Yeah.
It's like a magic trick.
Yes, I love that.
Did you light these on fire?
It's a little warm. A freshly cleaned glass makes. Ooh. Oh, we're best enjoyed in a warm. Maybe we'll come up with a new thing. You're literally a cocktail expert. Do you not serve yours? And
warm glass, no, sir.
Okay.
94 degrees here in St. Louis.
What he did was really mixology. That's like, it's liquid alchemy. It's so cool. But sometimes people call themselves a mixologist, and it's like, no, you're at a dive bar, man. You got a PBR. You're not a mixologist.
I have a policy about the word mixologist.
Let's hear it.
I would never call myself one. But if other people do, I think it's very, yes.
So what he does, Monna, his business, let me tell her what you do. You ever have somebody explain how you're a comic?
But you won't push it upon yourself.
If you ever hear somebody, I shouldn't go that far.
No. It's along the lines of Monna's explanation of what she dislikes about the comedy industry. If you're pimping yourself a little too hard, then I don't know. You don't see tough people walking around trying to pick fights, right? So if you have somebody trying to signal that they're a pizzazz bartender, sometimes that happens. Not all people do that.
I'm a mixologist.
There it is. Yeah.
Get it.
So for his business, he literally makes cocktails and shows up, like they show up at events, set up, and then very professionally deliver handcrafted, high-quality cocktails. So this, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, Matt's saying this, we should probably listen, right?
He's just being humble.
Yeah. Like if you have somebody that's real hot on TikTok telling everybody they're a stand-up comic, like, I don't know if you are going to be on Netflix really soon. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Oh no, I've been on TikTok.
I saw that.
That's what I've been doing.
Crushing it. I saw your Disney clip that you had posted. You guys should go check that out. Where do people?
Got so mad.
How do people check out your TikTok videos?
So on all social medias, I'm just Monna Comedy. So Monna Comedy.
How clever.
Anywhere I can talk, that's where I am.
I don't think it's a bad deal at all. I think if it's there, use it, and you're very funny with it. So I think people should go check it out. Matt, we do have some more questions to get to. The King of the Bootleggers team does a great job every week. Matt Longueville, you ready for this?
Yes.
You ready to jump back in? Monna, I believe we're down, and it's really important that one of us wins. I can't take the ego
I never
on this
win
guy.
these things. So if you guys don't beat me, you're really bad at trivia.
We're having a bad night if it is. So.
I would like to point out you are defending Pat's title for him, Matt.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
Barkeep is holding the title.
Okay, all right.
Pat studies.
I have faith in Monna's C plan. I think that it's going to play. Mm-hmm.
It's a bold strategy. We'll see how it pays off.
Are we ready for the next question?
Please.
Here we go. On the left side of this image from Cincinnati, there's an opening to a cave. Where did that cave once lead to? Was it A, George Remus's home, B, under the Ohio River into Kentucky, or C, to Death Valley, the King George's headquarters?
Monna, would you do comedy in the opening of that?
Do I get drink tickets?
Exposure.
Especially you, non-alcoholic drink tickets are like nothing, right?
Yeah, right.
True.
Thank you. 3
Can
club
I have a Red
sodas.
Bull, sir?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's not on the... oh, man. I could see that happening. One more time on the question, Matt, please. Answer in the comments if you want to get in on this, A, B, or C. We've got the cave opening. What are the options?
Did the cave lead to George Remus's home, under the Ohio River into Kentucky, or to Death Valley, King George's headquarters?
I'm going to answer first. I'm going A. What about you, Matt?
Death Valley, C.
I know what Monna's going to say.
I'm gonna say B.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick it up. I'll say B. We'll all get a shot at it.
Okay, we'll see. Matt, sir.
The answer is B, to George Remus's home. Always a man with a plan, King George had a tunnel constructed under his home, the Marble Palace, just in case any feds decided to show up to his door. Big shout out to Cincinnati Bootlegging and Prohibition on Facebook for the photo. And if you like the King of the Bootleggers, be sure to like their page.
Very nice. Monna, you're blazing your own trail now. Proud of you.
It's tied up.
Let's do another question. I'm feeling better. We're going to move it forward.
San Antonio is known for its Riverwalk. Speaking of water, how many hours and minutes did King George swim in Lake Michigan to set his endurance record? Closest guess to the answer wins the question.
How many hours and minutes did King George swim in Lake Michigan to set his endurance record?
I don't even know where to start.
All right, let's break this down the only way I know how. How many times could you all have swam underneath the water, down and back at my grandma's pool in the 90s?
2.
That was a big moment.
I just had a flashback. Like, I almost drowned when I was a kid because you know those diving sticks?
Yes.
Yeah, so I really wanted to get one, and I was so stubborn I didn't come up for air.
But
So
you're a
I did
competitor.
150 hours.
Okay.
No less.
All right, there it is. Matt, do you have any idea where this would be?
I don't think he was underwater. So why did you go underwater?
I just felt like an endurance
Okay.
swimming.
Good memories swimming back and forth in a pool underwater.
Yeah,
I
right?
Did
Yeah.
that a lot. Okay.
And Monna's doing well too. With
Unless you
trouble.
had diving sticks.
Yeah, those were trouble. Oh,
Something
man.
to prove.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of. It's going to be like one of the proofs of the products is going to be the amount of hours he was there. There's got to be some weird tie-in. So I'll just say, oh man, what do we go
94
with? I was
proof.
going to say 94. So I'll say 94 hours. Why not? Oh man, what about you, Matt?
I mean, people do crazy things when they are running from the law, right? Mm-hmm. So, but 94 hours swimming in Lake Michigan. I wish I knew what time of year it was. I'm going to guess summer. So I'm going to go 8. 8's the number that's coming to me.
Going with 8.
So okay. 8, 94, and 150.
150.
I think we're on to something here. Do we have any people letting us know in the comments what they think, Matt? We can check in on them.
Tammy Wolf has guessed 8.
See, Tammy's a reasonable, normal person.
Mm-hmm. The answer is 5 hours and 40 minutes. A competitive swimmer, Remus set an endurance swimming record in Lake Michigan, remaining in the water for 5 hours and 40 minutes in winter weather.
Remus, a competitive swimmer. No kidding.
So Matt wipes the floor with Monna and myself. What's the longest stand-up set you've ever seen anybody do, Monna? And it doesn't have to be good.
Oh, I don't know. I think the longest I've ever seen someone do is like maybe a little over an hour. Like I probably just saw somebody run their time in an hour, but I haven't sat through one of those where it's like, oh, Dave Chappelle's been talking for 4 days. I haven't been at one of those shows.
I have nothing against the guy. I'm just not like a huge fan or anything like that, but I thought it was fun. I'm being a jerk is what I'm doing. I went to go see a feature and had free tickets, so I'm not trying to look like a jerk here, at a theater. And Jim Jeffries did damn near 2 hours. And he is funny, but like 2 hours. I was like, I know these are your fans.
So at one point before shutdown, I ran 4 open mics because I was a crazy person.
Right, because you hate yourself.
Because I hate myself so much. And somebody was like, I just can't say that much in 10 minutes or in 5 minutes, whatever it was. But I pushed them in during the set of a comic who really sucked. Yeah. And I was like, tell me this is not the longest 5 minutes of your life.
Right.
You tell me that 5 minutes is
Look
not
at
a really long time.
Look at it. That's great. Monna, I think you'd get us into shape. That's the kind of know-how that we need to get through really anything. Matt, like that's the equivalent of somebody being like, I just can't pour this whiskey Coke. Like it's just kind of a basic thing that you're going to have to get through if you're wanting to do that professionally. So a lot of assessment here this evening. Do either of the two of you have 4th of July plans? Monna?
Not really.
Yeah. You're not going to go to Austin for that Vanilla Ice concert?
Canceled.
Oh, it got canceled?
His quote was, I had no idea.
Oh, man.
Our street, like our neighborhood, goes really hard for the 4th of July. So we'll probably just like leave our neighborhood and move our cars because the stuff that they shoot off of the top of buildings normally, like people just shoot that in the middle of my street.
Yeah.
Like last year, our favorite thing was there was a lady with a baby in one hand and a rocket launcher on the other arm.
That's so Texas.
Yeah.
Like, you go get it, girl.
Yeah.
You do you, but don't shoot my car.
Oh, yeah. Are you in the city?
I live like 10 minutes from downtown Fort Worth, but I'm in the hood. I'm in the barrio. I'm on like the edge of the hood.
Yeah. So I live in the south part of St. Louis City, and it's all brick homes and all that stuff. For sure, it's a war zone. It's crazy how things shake on the 4th. So yeah, it's not bad to get my dogs and head to the country.
I mean, we have like a lot of loud mariachi music any night of the week, and there's also like an ice cream truck that comes at night. It's a weird neighborhood.
At night.
I didn't know for a long time that like I thought bars on the windows were like a style thing, and then my boyfriend was like, "No, it's for safety."
Yeah, that's what you do. What about you, Matt? You delivering boozy popsicles?
We've got day full of deliveries tomorrow, and then we actually have events this weekend. So we'll be at the farmers market Saturday morning.
Oh wow!
So that's been good. Everybody's very respectful and wears a mask and keeps their social distance. And we sell them cocktails that they take home and enjoy throughout the weekend.
It's awesome.
And then I have a friend who's having a party over at his pool on Saturday night, and they're throwing me some business and having us come over and make some cocktails. So I'm very appreciative of the work. Why so many people in our industry are out of work.
Right.
Have 2 events in one day. It's great.
That is. That's actually very nice to hear. And
# blessed.
Yeah. Was that planned? Man,
No.
did you guys message each other before this? That's great. Matt.
Same time, even like with the lag.
Right, that makes it that much more impressive. Matt, the producer. Let's see another question.
In the late 1800s, a third of San Antonio's population was comprised of German immigrants, just like King George. What language did many of them evolve into speaking? Was it A, English German, B, Spanish German, or C, Texas German?
This is actually like all of those look ridiculous, right? Like,
I feel like I have to say C because I'm in Texas. Like, I have to go back to my C method.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So Monna's down with C. Drop us an answer in the comments if you're playing along at home. Matt, do you have an inkling on this one?
Can I see it again?
Yeah, let's see it again. I'm going B. Why not?
I'm so confused. Was it Texas German? Was that a thing?
Yeah.
But
You follow the Monna method.
Howdy Heil.
And then A was German English.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go German English.
That's awfully sensible. Of you.
German Spanish.
Quick reminder: if you're sharing, we do give away some prizes each and every week on this, so be sure you're staying active and telling your friends about this by sharing or commenting, tagging somebody that might enjoy this little slice of life that we have every Thursday now. Matt, what's the answer?
The answer is C, Texas German. A mixture of English and 19th century German. It was said that about 5 to 6% of the Texas German vocabulary was borrowed from English with dialects of German.
You feel good about yourself?
C for crushing it.
She's tied up.
Give me your best German accent, Monna. Do you do a German accent? I was like, mine probably falls in between. It was like, is that Swedish or were you hit on the head? Like, what happened? Yeah, Texas German. That's weird. Matt, my friend, the producer, how many questions are left in this very, very tense game?
3.
3 questions left. So let's get another question in, and then we're going to see another cocktail video. I'm feeling better about this one. Monna's confidence riding quite high. Matt, you've had a nice day as well. I'm getting just the floor mopped with myself. Matt, what do we have for our next question, sir?
For some reason, my graphic is acting funky here, but I'll just read it out loud for you.
Okay.
Country artist George Strait is to San Antonio's Dominion neighborhood as George Remus was to which Cincinnati neighborhood? Was it A, Over the Rhine, B, Queensgate, or C, Price Hill?
Price Hill, Queensgate, or what was the first one?
The first one was Over the Rhine.
Over the Rhine. Okay. Oh, George Strait action. I'm going Over the Rhine. Monna?
I will go Queensgate.
Matt?
I was gonna go Over the Rhine as well.
Okay.
The answer is C, Price Hill. The Marble Palace,
First time I say C.
located at 825 Hermosa Avenue in the Price Hill District.
Well, great job. Guys, we've got another cocktail video to check out. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a nice Thursday evening. Hopefully you have fun plans for the weekend. And again, if you're in Texas or not, Monna Comedy, all through social media. You can find her, follow her, show her some love. And whenever live shows kick back up, be sure to go see her. That's right. You can see her.
It's my half a heart.
Oh, wait, hang on. We can make this happen. No, hang. There. It's not working. Let's see that next cocktail video.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gladys Estrada. I'm a bartender at Range Chop House in Little San Antonio, Texas. And today we're going to be making an apricot bourbon smash featuring George Remus straight bourbon whiskey. For this cocktail, you will need freshly squeezed lemon juice, orange juice, apricot reserves, mint, and George Remus straight bourbon whiskey. I'll start by pouring 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice into my shaker tin, followed by 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed OJ, And to that, I will add right around 8 mint leaves, depending on the size. You can choose to muddle your leaves, or alternatively, you could just pair your mint and shake extra vigorously. But for today, I'll put my muddler to work. Muddle, muddle, muddle. Add 1 heaping bar spoonful of your favorite apricot reserves. And this amount can vary depending on the brand or whether or not you're using homemade reserves. Last but not least, I will add 2 ounces of George Remus Bourbon, I'll use regular ice to chill the contents of my cocktail, and you can tell a joke while you shake, such as, how does a butcher introduce his wife? Meet Patty. I'll be using crushed ice to pour my drink over, but just any ice you have handy will do. Double strain to keep all the mint leaves out. Go ahead and slap your mint to extract some of the oils out of the fresh herbs for a lovely aroma as you move in to enjoy your drink. And voila, it's ready. Salud.
Hey everybody, Pat and Sock Puppet Polly here. Hi guys! To remind you to support your local bartenders, and one of the ways you can do that is pick up this sweet, sweet Support All Bartenders shirt from the U.S. Bartenders Guild. Wow, what a great t-shirt! It really is, Polly. Thanks for noticing.
First of all, tell me that you could make me one of those drinks.
I can.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. We'll sign off. Thanks, everybody. What were you giggling about? I'm curious.
Me?
Yeah.
I just miss Pat.
Oh.
God. You know,
Wow.
I was on a vacation and.
I think you miss Pat being.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Pat. What do you know? I think you miss Pat being here because you could be at home plotting your next move.
No, both.
Would it help for you if I just leave him right there?
Okay. Yep.
Bam.
We'll just leave Pat right
Leave
there.
Pat right there
Yeah.
for you.
This is a 4-person show this evening. So there you go.
You know.
It's like Monna's at an open mic. It's just 3 unfunny white dudes surrounding. Oh, man. We've got a few questions left, so be sure to tune in. Be ready. It's gonna get really competitive down the line here. Shout out to our cocktails that have been made so far, and shout out to the King of the Bootleggers trivia team for all the great questions. And shout out to you all for tuning in on a Thursday night, as we'll be doing this each and every Thursday. Myself and Matt and lots of comics and musicians have been having a lot of fun on our virtual happy hours. You be sure to check in on that. We'll have some cool announcements on that coming up as well. Monna, as far as the rest of the year, can you give me a prediction, Texas or anywhere else, how many, and we'll include the super safe, socially distant shows that you were producing, how many real in-person stand-up shows will you do the rest of 2020? Prediction.
The rest of 2020?
All of 2020, the rest of this year. And they can be, now I'm not going to limit you to just like old school, this is the way it used to be. It can be like the smart setup that you were talking about for your own shows.
I mean, I'm going to do at least 60 more shows this year.
60?
I don't see a reason why not. Yeah. I mean, things aren't going to stay shut down forever, especially not in Texas. The venue that I was working with is actually a private club. So as soon as they can get stuff figured out, we can safely run shows there again. And that was a weekly claws out show. where everyone's literally, if they're not on stage, everyone's masked up. And
that makes sense.
It's an event venue, so it's safer than a restaurant. People aren't turning tables. You're there for 2 hours to go see the show that you paid to see. And the bar staff is super, like, if I even got up to move, they sprayed it down.
That's actually that's smart that they're on that. Like, I'll take overkill in that situation, because we're doing it to get out, have some fun, and admit that we love these places that are hurting. So it's like, yeah, we're going to have to jump through some hoops to do something a little bit unique. How would you feel about doing, you've probably done plenty, but how many outdoor comedy shows would you do? It's a whole different ballgame, isn't it?
It is. I did one a few weeks ago. We did a socially distant lot party, and the venue was super good about it. Everyone took it really seriously, and you could order from your phone, or you could go up to a tent and order from a masked attendant, and they would bring it out to your reserved space. But they had like caution tape put out, like, and they legitimately measured everything out. Everyone was more than 6 feet away from each other in the parking lot. And then they got us like a little, like a flatbed trailer type thing that we stood up on and used as a stage. So I don't know how that will work with Texas summer.
Oh, yeah, that could be trouble.
Just
shouting over.
Sweat. But,
shouting over 50 fans, not people in the crowd, actual fans.
I think that live stand-up will persevere. I think that I want to parade people like me or people like the Improv who do stuff safely.
Right.
Because I think that there are some people that are like, yeah, it's a hoax. We got an open mic. Everyone's sharing one microphone. Not that.
That's not it.
Not that.
Shout out to Helium here in St. Louis. They're doing a great job with the socially distant shows. They've got people. Yeah, no, you got to work a little harder, and you just need to admit that, this is going to be different. But we get to the core or the soul of what we want to do. Matt, you're seeing that with the events that you do.
Yep. Yeah, it's, looking now that some places are starting to shut back down again, it's definitely like concerning, and I don't know.
Yeah, you're fighting that intelligence of like, hey, we got to be careful with just like, I also have to survive.
Like, be happy with what you got.
Yeah, good point.
Like, wear a mask.
For my space, like, we're never gonna run out of performers, but our concern is our spaces and our venues going to make it through.
Absolutely.
So
when you
that's
hear
the rub for comedy.
And when you hear institutions in Los Angeles like the Comedy Store, Laugh Factory, may not make it through this, like, that's a problem. So it is scary. So hopefully we'll see some solutions coming around the corner. But
comics will perform in taco shops and the little river entry. Like, we'll perform wherever.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. I've put on many a show, and not all of them had a ton of people. And there are times where you'll have decent-sized names, and 12 to 20 people are in the audience. It's still a fun show. So you just have to kind of figure out different ways to go about it. So we'll keep things moving. Let's get into another question real quick, Matt, if you're available to do so. If not, I'll just tell people how delicious this Remus is.
I'll bring this graphic up early before you stop talking. On November 13th, 2020, the Battle of Flowers Parade in San Antonio will be held. Why is that date important for George Remus? Is it A, it's his birthday, B, it's the date he moved to Cincinnati, or C, all of the above?
Oh, boy.
I hope that parade is held.
Yeah, right. Monna, I know what Monna's looking at. That's for sure.
I have to pick C. I didn't pick C the last time, and look what it did to me.
Yeah, you've learned. I get it.
I learned.
I'm going C too. I've got a rule that if it's all of the above, I always got to go with all of the above.
Matt McElrath, did that ever work for you on your tests in high school or college?
B was mine of choice. Yes.
Oh, you were a B guy.
A B guy. Yeah.
Okay.
A B or a sly look.
Okay, great.
I definitely didn't study at all.
I'm gonna go with A, just because I feel like being a trailblazer myself. We're going with A.
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is A, his birthday.
That's right.
Depending on the source, George was born in 1874, 76, or 78, and as he often changed his birth year to suit his needs, you never really knew the answer.
Okay, George Remus is quite the character. We do have another question left.
Devereaux move.
Yeah. We do have another question to get to, so be prepared to go in on that. So, Monna, you've gotten. Oh, look! Check out Monna in that shirt. Look at it. You're supporting all the bartenders. Make sure you go to buyjack.com/WAL. You can do that, and it's $20. All right, Monna. I'm gonna let you guess. I already said it, but I think you'll play along. How many of the $20 go to the USBG? How many do you think? Wild guess.
I think 100%.
Oh my! Right out of the gate, she gets it.
No
Monna
hesitation.
knows. That's right. $20 for the shirt. $20 goes to the USBG. Support all your favorite bartenders, and especially those in San Antonio. We've enjoyed some cocktail videos this evening, and if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you got to go see Monna when she's performing or putting on a Claws Out comedy show. Very nice. What happened to the last name? Just ditched it?
Ditched it.
Yeah.
Ditched it dead. Yeah. I've got a crazy Italian last name that nobody could say anyway.
See, you take the power away from them. I respect that so much. You're like, nope.
My last name is Comedy. I'm married to the game. I'm like Cher or Sting.
Oh, Monna. The whole room's laughing. You win. It's over.
Yay.
Oh, my goodness.
I like the confetti. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Producer Matt, he'll pull something out there. He'll impress you here and there. He's
on top of it.
He's a talented dude, for sure. Okay, couple questions. This was a big hit last week before we get to our final question. The two of you can play along, and then you can play along in the comments, all right? You guys ready for this? This is a bonus question. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? This is a big hit. Let us know in the comments. Oh, no. He can't. He's not. We're not going to let him cheat. All right. So I've got both hands behind my back. How many fingers am I holding up? Matt, you want to get in on this?
Of course I want to get in on this. I want to say 4.
Okay. We got 4 from producer Matt. Matt Longaville, and I've made it where he can't cheat. Go ahead.
1.
Okay.
Middle one.
All right. The middle one to you. Let us know in the comments, how many fingers am I holding up behind my back? Monna, your thoughts?
I also feel 4.
Okay, wow. He's very confident.
But I think it's like 1 on one hand and then 3 on the other. I want to be clear in my guess, just in case I'm psychic and I'm right.
Okay, that would be really, yeah. You'd be like, I am in the wrong business. Looks like we had a few comments, Matt. People have guesses. Larry says 3. Chandler says 7. I love when people participate. This is so fun. Karen says 6. Tammy says 8. Boy, let's see what we have here. None of you got it. It was 2. It was 2. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a tough break.
He changed it.
Yeah. I didn't care.
I saw it at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't care for the answer.
I accept here now live that I am not a psychic.
Well, mark that down.
Powers I thought I might.
Put that in our Wikipedia.
Unlike Chris's previous question, this next one will have closure.
Oh, okay, great.
Number 8.
How excited were you when you thought to say that?
I immediately thought of it, giggled a little, and then let it rip.
Yeah. Okay. I just thank you for being. That's the rule.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta be
honest.
honest.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta be
No,
honest.
I was just hoping to impress Monna.
I'm very impressed.
Perfect. My life is complete.
Producer Matt is the star of this show,
He
buddy.
is. He's bringing it. He's got the effects. Monna's having a good
That
time.
was confetti. Yeah.
That's tough to beat. All right, what do we have, Matt?
Using a straight line, how many miles is it from the Alamo to George's former home in Cincinnati? Closest to this answer wins the question and the game.
Are we tied?
We are all tied up.
Yeah,
Man.
absolutely.
A lot of bouncing back and forth.
812.
Oh, wow. So you're from Indiana, so you've made a similar drive.
Yes, I have.
Texas, yeah. I drove from Columbia, Missouri to Austin, Texas once, and it was rough.
I think the longest drive I ever made was from Fort Worth to Milwaukee. Actually, so we were staying at like a condo like a half hour outside of Milwaukee. So we got there and then had enough time to change and then get back in the car and drive a half hour to Milwaukee.
Wow. We highlighted Milwaukee last week. Shout out to AJ Grill, comic from Milwaukee. So, yeah.
Nice.
What do we See? And again, not rehearsed. That's how good Monna is. She's making it happen. Matt, do you have... I feel like Matt might know this for some reason.
Me?
Yeah.
Or producer Matt? Producer Matt definitely knows this.
Do you know it, Matt? I mean, just without looking at the answer.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
The first number that popped in my head was 1,200. And I think I'm going to cut that by 200 and go to a rough 1,000.
Okay.
I think I'm too low.
I'm saying 853.
But you made the drive, so that your guess is making me lower my guess.
Yeah, right.
So
maybe I'm just playing. I'm just playing the game to throw you off.
Strategic. Monna, what's your favorite truck stop snack?
Jerky, but when it's not crazy expensive. Who are these people that think they can charge $12 for beef jerky? Sorry.
No, I appreciate. Yeah.
That's some Texas beef jerky.
About it.
Yeah, right. I don't care if you threw blueberries in it. I'm not paying that for your beef jerky. Just give me a stick of leathery meat.
Exactly. Just want some leathery meats.
That's all we ask for. What do we have for the answer and all of the trappings?
Did you guess, Chris?
853.
Oh, so you did Price is Right rules.
Not a bad strategy.
I'm that kind of person.
I said 812, but I think I'm too low. But
oh shoot!
I stand by it.
The answer is 1,035.5 miles.
None of us embarrassed ourselves, but Matt takes home the gold. That was wonderful.
Now I won't be full of shame when I see Pat after his vacation. I defended his title.
You kept the party going. Pat did make an appearance tonight. Guys, we do this. We're doing it every Thursday. We get to have great people like Monna on the show. Pat joins us, whether he's here or if he's shrunken down into a small, exploding man. Thank you to all of our friends at George Remus. If you're out and about, be sure to patronize them. Hopefully we sell a bunch of T-shirts from this tonight. And support Monna. Monna, one more time, the best way for people to follow you online or support anything you're up to.
You can follow me at Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Monna Comedy, Monna Comedy. My website's also monnacomedy.com or clawsoutcomedy.com. And hopefully we'll get a podcast up here and going that'll be entertaining for the summer.
Well, let me know how I can help. We got a studio here and plenty of ways to help with that. So I'm excited to see you kick things off, Monna. And Matt, how do we get boozy popsicles this weekend if we're in the St. Louis area?
Silverliningcocktails.com. Those orders will close. Yeah, Silver Lining Cocktails. Those will be launched during the pandemic. It was our Silver Lining. We had never done it before, so thanks.
Very nice.
But yeah, get them in by 9 a.m. tomorrow. And that's when I cut the ordering off.
That's what you got to do. We'll be back next week. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Again, support Monna, support Barkeep. My show is We Are Live. You can follow us on Instagram at We Are Live Radio. Thanks to producer Matt, all the great people involved with the King of the Bootleggers trivia team. Monna, have a great 4th weekend. Hopefully the comedy opens back up soon. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Y'all as well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Yes, absolutely. And get a shirt.